I think Francis Ngannou is making a huge mistake here. Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury are set to fight this weekend in Saudi Arabia, October the 28th, and I'm going to live stream it on this channel. So everyone who's watching, who continues to watch me stuff and not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell as well. Let's see if we can get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So make sure you tune into the live stream this Saturday. But yeah, I think he's making a huge mistake. If you've been following any of this fight build-up or any of this storyline, you will know that Francis Ngannou is training with Mike Tyson, which seems like a great idea on the surface, as we covered in yesterday's video, which you can go and watch here. Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou had a face-off, and Francis Ngannou spoke about Tyson Fury requesting a 24-foot ring so he can dance about and stay away from Ngannou, and Ngannou was talking about fighting on the inside a lot more. So it seems like Ngannou thinks that Tyson Fury is just going to dance around the ring, trying to be evasive and staying away from Ngannou's punches. So that's why Ngannou has started training with Mike Tyson in order to be able to pick up some of Mike's skills. Ngannou also said that he's not used to being the smaller man, whereas Mike Tyson is, because Mike Tyson's only like 5'10", and all of Mike's opponents were 6'2", 6'4", 6'5". So now that Ngannou is the smaller man, he has to pick up skills and techniques from Mike Tyson. I don't think this is a good idea, because Ngannou isn't really the smaller man. Tyson Fury isn't really that much bigger than him. Tyson Fury says that he's 6'9". We spoke about it yesterday. He's not 6'9". Ngannou's 6'4", around about that, maybe 6'5". Tyson Fury, maybe like 6'6", 6'7". So when you compare the physicality of both men, Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, they are a lot similar than Mike Tyson and his opponents used to be back in the day. So getting Mike Tyson to help out with Francis Ngannou's fight camp, I don't think it's a good idea. Now, some people might say, yeah, but Shaun, Mike Tyson's only going to show Francis some tips and tricks. It's not like Mike Tyson is trying to completely change Francis Ngannou's fighting style. Or is he? Getting into it, the reason why I don't believe Mike Tyson being in Francis Ngannou's corner is going to make that much of a difference is because Francis Ngannou isn't going to be able to change his style that quick. We spoke about this in yesterday's video. Think about it logically here. We can take a look at this little screenshot that we're looking at right now. We've got Francis Ngannou standing at 6'5". We've got Mike Tyson standing at 5'10". Completely different builds. Mike Tyson had shorter arms. He had to use his lateral head movement. He had to get on the inside and mainly use hooks. Francis Ngannou has got over an 80-inch reach. He can almost swing punches from like 6 feet away and still catch you. So a lot of the times when we're looking at footage of Mike Tyson training Francis Ngannou, we're seeing clips of him trying to emulate Mike Tyson and doing Mike Tyson-esque movements, because obviously that's what Tyson's coaching him to do. Let's just take a quick little look at what I mean. We are not going to see any of this from Francis Ngannou. And I know it's just pad work, I know it's an open workout, but every time we see Francis Ngannou training with Mike Tyson, it's this type of training. See, Tyson's talking about doing a 1-2 and getting nice and close into the body. Francis Ngannou has got arms longer than Mike Tyson is tall. He's got to use that length. Now, granted, Tyson Fury is a lot bigger and a lot longer. Pardon. So Ngannou will have to get on the inside a little bit, but still, he has a really good reach, and I just can't see Ngannou fighting like this on the night. And once again, I know it's drills, but we have to take into account that every time we see him training with Mike Tyson, he's doing a lot of inside work like this, a lot of Mike Tyson-esque work and Mike Tyson-esque techniques. Let's see him do this body hook. You can see doing that type of movement isn't natural for Francis. That looked a lot better, obviously. But I don't think we're going to see any of this. Tyson Fury is going to keep him away with his jab. He's not going to let him get this close. If he does, they'll probably clinch up, they'll get split, and Tyson Fury will just get back on the jab again and piece him apart from a distance. It's rare that you see fighters of Francis Ngannou's stature who can adopt an inside boxing approach like Mike Tyson can effectively. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't get on the inside of their opponent. Pardon! And we got lots of pause moments here, haven't we? It just means the mechanics that you need in order to be able to get on the inside and execute the techniques that Mike Tyson's talking about usually requires a different type of build, a different type of body makeup. Francis Ngannou with them proper gorilla arms where they're dragging down by his knees. Not being racist, by the way, don't cancel me, is going to struggle to be able to get on the inside and execute these techniques. And it's all well and good when you're doing it on the pad, man. But when you're actually doing it in front of someone who's trying to punch you and take your head off, as Mike Tyson says, everyone's got a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. And based on yesterday's video, we pretty much know what Tyson Fury's game plan is going to be. He's going to walk Francis down. He's going to pepper him with a few jabs, uppercuts and hooks. Tyson Fury is being open about his game plan. If Francis Ngannou is coming into this fight trying to do this type of stuff here and trying to take lessons from Mike Tyson and implement it within the Tyson Fury fight, I think it's Francis Ngannou who's going to be knocked off his game plan. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to get battered, he's going to get slaughtered. He could revert back to his MMA style and his windmill punches style and knock out Tyson Fury. I'm just saying, I don't think he's going to be able to stick to this game plan, especially when he's got Tyson Fury in front of him. Frustrating Ngannou because Ngannou can't get his shots off, can't touch Tyson Fury, getting jabbed constantly. That game plan's going to go out the window. This is from Mike Tyson's YouTube channel. Let's slow it down a little bit so we can see what techniques Ngannou is doing. We won't go too slow. Okay, just a bit of shadow boxing. See, Mike Tyson here is talking about the lateral head movement, ducking down, squatting down. Look, this is what he's got Ngannou doing. I know it's only half a second clip, but that's almost a full-depth squat for Ngannou. That'd be a very easy way of tiring Francis Ngannou out because he's got that much muscle mass. You're making the guy do squats. That's the last thing he wants to be doing, especially in the fight. Mark my words, we are going to see none of this right now. Some people are getting excited. Oh, Francis Ngannou training with Mike Tyson. Imagine Mike Tyson's skills in Francis Ngannou's body. Nope, we're never going to see that. What we're going to see is the same old Francis Ngannou. He'll have a little bit more patience than usual. He'll have a few more jabs in his arsenal. But then when he gets frustrated and can't hit Tyson, he's going to go for that knockout shot and he's going to start winging punches. Let's see here, we got Mike Tyson overlooking Ngannou with a careful eye. We got a little bit more slow-mo. Let's speed it up a little bit more. And we got some footwork, which wasn't really much footwork. This is just a couple clips right here. Look how close Mike Tyson is throwing these punches. That's how Tyson used to fight back in the day. He used to get right in people's faces and throw shots like this. So obviously, you've got Ngannou standing in the back, watching Mike Tyson coaching him, right? This is what you want to do. This, you got to get in close. You got to hit him with the left hook. You got to hit him with the right hook. And hit him with everything you got.
And then Francis Ngannou is like, okay, Mike Tyson. Yes, I copy you now.
This to Francis Ngannou. And there's Ngannou doing the same. Nice and close. Up in the face. I don't think we're going to see much of that. I think we're going to see Ngannou at a distance throwing big haymakers. So something else I've noticed, we were watching this clip here. Mike Tyson was showing Francis Ngannou how to do the left body hook, how to throw it. Was it a 1-2 left body hook? There's quite a few clips of them doing this movement. Let me just keep it nice and slow for you so we can see here. So we got the 1, 2, and then throwing that left body hook again. Yeah, it's almost like an uppercut to the ribs and then followed by the left hook. Maybe that is going to be part of the game plan to try and hit Tyson with some fat body shots. Let's see if we can see again. So we got Francis Ngannou,
nice and up close. Yes, there we go. We do the duck under.
See, Mike Tyson's fighting super close. This is more so just a display of what Mike Tyson can do. Yeah. So just see how a lot of these clips of Ngannou training, like he's very up close and in the face of the trainer. That's the question. Are we going to see this happen? I think he might try it, but I think it'll go out the window quite fast. Now would be a good time to talk about this person in the background, Eric Nixick. So he coaches UFC fighters such as Sean Strickland, Brad Tavares, out of Extreme Couture Gym. He's a really good coach, and he said something in this interview, rather than me playing it out of context, this was the main thing that he actually said. I think just understanding that if we're going to try and outbox Tyson Fury and out-jab this guy and out-footwork this guy, I think we're at a loss. Obviously, they recognise that. Nixick told MMA Junkie Radio, I just feel our approach needs to be a little bit more unpredictable and a little bit more relevant to MMA. Things we've been working on in his MMA career. This was him relaying this information to Mike Tyson. So those were my thoughts, and he was understanding and receptive to what I was bringing up. Whether he uses it or not, we'll see. But I think some of that stuff could work. Now, obviously, we're limited in what we're working with in these pre-fight build-ups. We just have to take what we've got and draw the best conclusions from it. So once again, all of this could be completely wrong, and he could go out there and completely prove us wrong. Don't forget, they choose to put up what they want online on social media. So they could actively choose to put up all this work of him fighting on the inside and then actually stick to their game plan of fighting on the outside and throwing big looping hooks. But this is from Francis Ngannou's channel. We can see a few clips of him sparring other boxers, and in these clips we can't see anything of the sort of him using a Mike Tyson-esque style. Let's play it on slow motion. So there's a little bit of bag work. We got a little bit of sparring here. Francis Ngannou throwing the jab. Once again, he's got his typical guard where it's quite loose. If you watch him in MMA, he's very much down here. He doesn't fight like this, which is fine. I'm a big advocate for fighting with your hands down as long as your hands come up when they need to. Now, going into the boxing world, you need to pick it up a bit more. It makes sense in MMA to have your hands a little bit lower, a little bit looser, because you've got to defend against takedowns, so it's good to have your hands lower. You've got to defend against body kicks, so it makes sense. But in boxing, you need to get those hands up. Francis Ngannou has got that very loose, wavy guard. So let's watch some of these clips here. Okay, he's throwing punches. He's a little bit on the inside there. Let's speed it up just a little bit. But a lot of this is just outside work. Okay, we got a little bit of clinching there. Whoever that guy is who he's sparring with looks like an absolute giant. So we've got Francis here again. Very loose guard. Look at us. See here? It's very much like that in front of him. That'll definitely leave some openings for Tyson Fury. So all this is on the outside. Okay, he works his way on the inside. They just clinch up. So my general opinion on all of this is that if Francis Ngannou takes the Mike Tyson approach and tries to change his game plan last minute, then it's not a good idea. The chances of him losing increase drastically. I think his best bet is to actually take an unorthodox approach. We've spoke about this all through the Tommy Fury and KSI fight build-up. The KSI's best bet was to be unorthodox. He's not going to learn a new style. We've seen a lot of footage of KSI working on the inside. Lo and behold, we didn't see any of that in the fight. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a similar situation here. We got Francis Ngannou coming over from MMA. You see loads of footage of him working on the inside, but then the little bit of sparring that we do see, it's all on the outside. He's had like 10 years of training MMA in a particular way, at a particular distance. Now he's going into boxing, and it's a completely different ballgame. One final point to finish on. I've seen a few people say that Francis Ngannou has been working with Mike Tyson for years. No, that's not true. He's known Mike Tyson for years, but he's only been training with him for a couple months. He was interviewed by Ariel Helwani last night, and he literally says, I started working with Mike 2 months ago.
Couple time after that, and then we stay in touch. We get in a couple occasion. We have to meet and talk, but never about this fight until he became real couple months ago, 4 months ago, and I made a call.
Straight from Francis Ngannou, he said that we only made it official between me and Mike being my trainer a few months ago. That is not enough time to truly change his style. I think Francis Ngannou's best bet here is to come out here with his MMA style, dial in a few things, few more jabs in his arsenal, pace himself a little bit more, but I don't think he will have any cardio issues. And his best bet is to catch Tyson Fury with a big overhand right or a big looping hook. Otherwise, Tyson Fury is just going to pick him apart. So what do you guys think of this? Do you think we're going to see Francis Ngannou come out and try and implement a Mike Tyson type style and get on the inside of Tyson Fury's guard and throw these left body hooks and these uppercuts? Or do you think we're going to see the same old Francis Ngannou that we've always seen in MMA? Comment below, let me know. I'm going to live stream this one, boys. It's going to be my first live stream. You'll have to bear with me. It probably won't go super smooth because I've never done it before. I don't know how to do it on YouTube, but we'll figure it out because I want to make it a regular thing. So if you're up for that, make sure you tune in this Saturday on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed with the notifications turned on, because then on your phone it'll pop up. Shaun Jones is live, and you can just click on it whilst you're watching the fight and listen to my fathead ramble on. Okay, mark that in your calendars. Appreciate all the support, and I'll see you tomorrow.